Yeah, no, that's just yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we end off today. We're getting close to like an hour 30. Even though I wanted to stop at an hour, I felt like I needed to talk about Batman and the DCAU because I love that universe and wanted to continue. I actually quickly before we end, I forgot to mention this at the top of the show, but I watched Batman. I mean not Batman, Justice League and the Fatal Five, which is I don't know if it takes place within the timeline of the DCAU, but it's in that art style. Uh, Bruce Timm is a producer on it, and basically the main character is Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern, Limelight. And the other Justice League members in that are, of course, the Trinity, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, but also Mr. Terrific, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. Which the whole time I thought the voice actor was Keith David, who voices Spawn, but it wasn't. It was Kevin Michael Richardson, who voices a lot of characters. For me to even try to choose just one that he's famous for, but yeah, it was decent. It wasn't that good, but as I was watching, I was like, if this was an episode of like a sequel series to Justice League Unlimited, it would be fantastic. Like it would work really well as like in the original Justice League the animated series before Unlimited. Every other episode, like every other few episodes, was at least 2 to 3 episode arc. So I feel like this would have been a good, because it was like an hour 17. It would have been a good 3-4 episode arc. And if this was a couple episodes of a show, I'd love it. But as a movie, it was all right.
You reminded me though, when you mentioned Mr. Terrific, you kind of reminded me. And this is a conversation I had with a bunch of friends. This might take just a little bit more time, but I feel like this would be an interesting thing to hear about on the podcast. I really want to hear your opinion on it. I want you to create a Justice League with 7 core members, 4 reserve members, and your reasons as to why. And I already have mine. I've made mine a while ago, like maybe a couple weeks ago.
Off top, I'm going to go the original 7 and then just choose some random core members. So, no, off top, I want to go basically the cast of Justice League Unlimited and Justice League Animated Series because that's what I know. That's what I know. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Wally West Flash, Hawkwoman, John Stewart Green Lantern. And
that is so boring. All right, hang on. Let me find my notes. That's so
Martian Manhunter. And you said 4 reserve? 4
reserve, yeah. 4 reserve members.
Green Arrow, Aquaman, Mr. Terrific, and Plastic Man.
Okay, so yours is boring. Well, I'll go with mine. So
I admit it. It's a lot of just, famous characters that people know already. Right. Except for Plastic Man and Mr. Terrific, which I think they both need more.
All right. Okay. So
do you want me to make one that specifically like excludes like main 7 members from either the animated series or the comics?
No, you don't have to, because mine definitely has Wally West as a team member, and it has Bruce Wayne as Batman as a reserve member. But let me go with my. Actually, it also has Hal as Green Lantern and Barry as Flash, both as reserve members. Let me go through mine though. Okay, so I have Mr. Terrific as the leader of the team, also the funding of the team, also the brains of the team. Black Canary as co-leader of the team because she's had experience leading the Justice League in the past. And like one of the many martial arts experts one of the 3 martial arts experts on the team. Wally West as the speedster of the team, who would also serve as like one of the few heart, like the core like heart of the team, you know what I mean, what gives the team heart. Jessica Cruz as Green Lantern, who also gives the team heart, and she's just needed a lot more. Jessica Cruz is awesome. Artemis Grace, so like Red Hood and the Outlaws Artemis. Would serve as the Amazonian of the team, also one of the martial arts experts. I have Connor Hawk on the team because Justice League needs a Green Lantern, or not Green Lantern, a Green Arrow. Yeah. And honestly, I love Ollie, but like Connor Hawk is so underused, and I'm mad that he hasn't been brought back into canon because he was like one of the coolest parts about the DC universe. He would be like the level-headed member of the team, also one of the martial arts experts. And then John Constantine as the magic expert on the team. And he would serve as like the team's wild card. My reserve members, I already told you 3. The other reserve member would be Tim Fox Batman, which is the Batman from DC Future State. Yeah. And yeah.
Talk to you about that.
Oh, DC Future State apparently has started. So as soon as I finish the Light of the Jedi audiobook, which is going to take me a couple of days, I'm hunkering down on my Future State. Because you already know I'm very excited for Future State. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out too.
So yeah, that's my Justice League. Your Justice League is all boring and the same that we've always seen.
Hey, that's my Justice League. That's the Justice League I know and love.
Just is.
I feel like we recently, it's crazy because in the like Rebirth, they started to change the roster of the main Justice League basically into the animated universe Justice League. Like Hawkwoman was introduced. I mean, I guess her name is Hawk Girl, which is because there's also they changed her name a couple times, but I still call her Hawkwoman. But they added her to the Justice League, and then they added John Stewart, and I don't know if they added Martian Manhunter.
Manhunter was on the team, yeah.
You said what?
Manhunter was on the team.
Yeah, because like they basically just completely changed the roster and turned it into the animated universe roster, which was dope. And Cyborg was off with Starfire, Azrael, and Jessica Cruz, which was a dope team of characters that I would have never thought of, except for of course Starfire and Cyborg working together is always dope. But they're finally, and with this whole Dark Knight's Metal, even though it's super weird, Wonder Woman's probably the dopest part of Death Metal.
I think my favorite part of Death Metal is Batman uploading his brain into a cyborg, or not cyborg, into the dinosaur in the Batcave. That's probably my favorite part because I hate DC Metal, but that's just so ridiculous. It's so funny.
I don't like it either, but essentially, they're rebooting again, but like finally, for the love of everything, finally, Cyborg is a part of the Titans. Again, he's finally a part of the Titans. Because for the longest time, me and you both talk about how he just doesn't fit with the Justice League. And like they changed his origin basically to where he joins the Justice League off top and he was never a Titan. But now they're finally making it to where he's a Titan. Basically in like the last issue of Teen Titans before the new one starts after Future State. The old Titans, Nightwing, Starfire, Raven, who is it? Like Donna Troy, and all of them came with Cyborg, and we're talking to the old Teen Titans because the old Teen Titans, whatever was going on with them, and we're telling them how they were going to train them up to make them better Titans. And I was like, finally, Cyborg's a part of the Titans again. He's needed to be there for a long time. But Justice League Odyssey is dope. I like that cast of characters. Like you said, Jessica Cruz Limelight is dope. I like her.